Hi, everyone. So, starting Monday, October 26th, we are going to have a new schedule. Um, if you did know, awesome. If you didn't know, now you know. So, our schedule is going to be changing on Monday to allow us to have 70-minute classes on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then we're also going to have alternating A day and B days on Wednesdays. So this is a lot of change. It might be a lot for you to wrap your head around. So I was thinking about what would help me figure out the new schedule, and I decided to make a customizable schedule that you guys can type in all of your periods, look at the times to kind of help you figure out where you need to be during this new schedule. So this video is just going to show you some tips and tricks for how to play with this, and then it's up to you how you want to customize it. If you want to print it, make sure you keep it printer friendly. You probably don't want to use color. You don't want to put in images and things. If you don't want to print it, you just want to bookmark it and save it where you can click on it and know where to go. Then you can do whatever you want. It's the internet, right? Okay, so I just made a really basic template to start off with. Step one, pick a title or create one. So I came up with a couple of titles: New Schedule, Who Dis, Be There, and Be Square, because we're all squares on Zoom, or Drew Charter School Essay Schedule starting Monday, October 26th. You could also do like your name or whatever you want. So I like this one, Be There and Be Square, because we're all squares on Zoom. Because I just like this one. So I'm going to make that my title. And then once I have my title, I can erase step one because I did it, right? I don't need, this is my copy of the schedule. I don't need step one once I've done it. Step two, type in your class schedule. All right, so I'm a teacher, so my schedule is just like I teach the same class over and over, but you're a student. So what do you have first period on Monday? Mondays are A days. Okay, so what's your first period class? Is it ninth lit with Miss Klein? And then, well, that doesn't make sense. Make it a real 9. Is it ninth lit with Miss Klein? Okay, and then, so now class will start at 8:30 and will go until 9:40 when you have a 10-minute break. Second period will start at 9:50. There's an alarm going off in my background. Please wait while I pause my video. All right, I'm back. Okay, so you don't have the same class first period as second period. So what do you have second period? Do you have Spanish? Spanish. Okay, what do you have third period? Do you have Geotech? Oh wait, that's AP Human Geography. Okay, so basically I'm just thinking, go through, put in your class periods. What do you have first period on B day? Do you have algebra? What do you have second period? Do you have art, band, orchestra? What do you have third period? Do you have physics? I know you have fourth periods too, but that was just too many schedules for me to think of, or too many classes. All right, so just go through, put in your classes. So the days stay the same. So whatever you have on Monday, you can put on Thursday. Whatever you have on Tuesday, you can put on Friday. Now, a difference is that on Wednesdays, it's going to be alternating A and B days. So the first week, you'll go to your A-day classes, and they'll be really quick 30-minute classes, or maybe it can be like work time or a review. It'll just be like a quick little check-in with your teachers. So you might want to, I would say to do this, I might be like A, ninth lit, B, algebra. Now, if you're like, no, this is going to be too confusing for me, what you could do is you could right-click in the middle of this column, and you could select insert column left or right. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to do insert column left, and then now I have to, mess around with my formatting, but you could create another column where you have it as Wednesday alternating A day and B day. You can merge those cells together. And so you could be like A day here, and you could be B day here. So one cool thing about using Google Docs and having a table is that you can merge and break up cells. So like, see how my table, it's like I have a big block, I have a little block. If I want to combine two blocks, I just go, I right click, I highlight them, I right click, and I do merge. You can also distribute. There's a bunch of stuff you can do to play around. You can also erase and change the colors of the border in different places. If you click and you go to table properties, you can change the size of your border. I want a big, thick border. Whoa! I can change the background color for the whole table. You can also do that with the paint bucket. You can make like certain borders disappear. If you go to the line color and you're like, I'm going to make it white. Look, it's gone, right? It's still a table, but you can't see the line. Oh my gosh. Crazy, crazy tricks. All right, so you could go in and insert this column if you wanted. I'm going to undo that. I'll show you again how I did it. So to make that extra column, just click and undo a lot right now. All right, to make that extra column, all I did was right click inside this column and go to insert column. And you can say left or right, it just tells you what side. You can also add rows above, below, you can do all sorts of different things. If you're like, I don't care, I don't want this break on my schedule, I want to take this off, you can delete the break row. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. So fill in your class periods, and then when you're done with that, you could have a lot of fun. You could change the colors. You could color code Mondays and Thursdays so that you know it's the same schedule. So you can highlight your whole column. You can go to this paint bucket. You can pick a color. You can go up here and do the same. Now, if you don't like these colors that you get from the paint bucket option, you can go to custom and you can look up these hex numbers. Like there are places you can go on the internet to find any color you want, create your own color scheme, and then you can just type it in. So let me show you. Let's just Google, I'm just going to Google pretty color scheme. And I probably should also have Googled hex code too, but a lot of times it'll just like, let me try that. Beautiful, pretty color schemes, hex codes. There we go. Let's see if okay, color palettes, color hex. Okay, so like I could look at here and be like, ooh, this, I like this. Actually, that's like a little too red for me. Fiery sunset. Yes, that's me. Okay, so then I'm like, I like these colors, and it tells me the code. So I can just copy the code, and I can go back here to my schedule, and I can paste the code, and now I have that color I chose. So that's just another fun way to customize and do different things. I could also put in emojis for my different classes. I could go to Emojipedia, and I could be like, okay, in English we read, and so I could look up a book. I could put in books for my English classes, you know, whatever you want. Just fun to make it your own. And the cool thing is, while it might seem like you're just playing around, you're actually getting better at, you know, using Google Docs, and you're learning your schedule, and you have a fun schedule to go back and look at. So please take some time before Monday to customize your schedule so that you know where to go. And I suggest if you want to print it, that's great. But what I also suggest doing is bookmarking it. So I'm using Google Chrome, which I assume you are probably doing as well. If not, go to Google Chrome, go to bookmarks, bookmark this tab, and then select your bookmarks bar. So if you already have a bunch of bookmarks up on your bar, you won't see it, but you can click these arrows, you can find it, and you can pull it up here. So now what you would do is every time you're like, okay, where do I go? What time? You could click on your schedule. Here it is. The other thing you could do if you want to be like awesome, next level, cool student, is you could go to all of your classrooms and copy in your classroom your Zoom codes so that you could just like ninth grade lit, boom, click the Zoom code. That could be really cool. And then you would just have a one-stop shop. Open this document, go to class. Whoa, you're amazing. How did you think of that? Wow. Kids these days, y'all are just so smart. All right. Well, I hope that you feel ready for our new schedule on Monday.